So now, this is going to be the beginning of a conversation with Gary Wayne Beck that has been in Chattahoochee Crazy House over a year now. He's got extraordinary patience in order to deal with the craziness that goes on. And so, anyway, this is going to be the beginning of the conversation.
What's up?
Hey Gary, I was just recording you.
Okay. How you been doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there, buddy.
Tell me what's going on around there about the people getting ganged up on and some of that story.
On Thursday, May the 11th, I was laying in my room. It was probably around 4:30. I heard an argument, and I got up, and there was a patient that is under what's called guarded supervision. That means he has to have a nurse with him 24 hours a day. He's severely mentally unstable. He tried to commit suicide. He talks in voices. And there was another patient that came from the other side of the dorm to where he was at, and they were attempting to fight. They were calling each other racist. And they separated them. And then about 10 minutes later, the same thing happened again. Then about another 10 minutes, it happened again. And after that, they had separated them. And then probably another 15 minutes went by, and I heard something else. And I took it when I came around. I witnessed the one guy that was threatening the guy that was on special had hit the other guy in the face, and he was coming out of the bathroom, and then one of the staff ran up, grabbed the guy that was still stunned by being bashed in the face by the knees, picked him up and slammed him on the ground. That was a staff member who just attacked a person who's mentally unstable while another nurse watched, and this man was not whatsoever trying to fight the staff member, trying to fight anybody. He wasn't trying to swing. He was still staggered from being punched in the face when he came out of the bathroom. And I witnessed that. And they took and they separated the guys. They took him off. They moved him out of the dorm. The guy that was on special, they moved him out. And then prior to that, I had requested to be let out to use the phone at 4:30. I was attempting to find a lawyer, contact a lawyer that supposedly might be able to help me. And they took it. The guy, it was a new guy, he let me out at 4:30. As soon as I got on the phone, the nurse realized I was on the phone. She come right over and says, "You're not allowed to use the phone until after 5 o'clock. I says, "I need to call my attorney." They says, "You're not allowed to call an attorney." I said, "It's my right to call an attorney." They said, "You know you're not allowed to call an attorney. Get off the phone right now." So I hung up the phone. I went to the supervisor, and I told the supervisor, "Look, I need to talk to this attorney." The supervisor told me, "No, you're not allowed to talk to an attorney. You know this. This has been going on since I've been in here. They won't allow me to attempt to contact an attorney." So I requested a complaint form. They wouldn't give it to me. I went back to my room, got a complaint form. Whenever I got the complaint form, I had another resident that helped me fill it out. Then I went up to the supervisor and I asked the supervisor for her name. They would not give it to me. I asked the other nurse, which is the same nurse that slammed the guy on the ground. I asked him what the supervisor's name was. They wouldn't tell it to me. At which time, the same guy that beat up the guy that was on special came up to me, took the papers, ripped my papers in half, and threw them in a garbage can, looked at me and says, "What are you going to do about it?" Well, there wasn't much I could do about it. I took it, I walked out, went around, and started down the hall, got almost to my door, I heard somebody running up behind me, and it was the gentleman that had beat up the other guy, and he told me he was going to paint me, which means bloody me. I thrilled my dukes, and I told him, I said, "You need to mind your own business, and you better leave me alone." At which time he acted like he was going to come towards me. By that time, the staff come running out and caught him. And I told him, I said, "Look, you need to keep this gentleman away from me before somebody gets hurt. The staff turned to me and says, "You're threatening this man." I says, "I am not threatening this man. I'm telling y'all that he come at me. I'm not coming at him." And I says, "If he attacks me, somebody's going to get hurt. You're threatening him." It's the exact words. I says, "I am not threatening him. I'm asking you to keep him away from me." And so, at that time, I told him I wanted to call the abuse line to report what I had seen and what had happened to me, and they refused, which is against the rules. And after that, that night, whenever it was the shift change, it was on the third shift. This happened on the second shift. It was the third shift. I asked the third shift, I said, "Listen, I need to call the abuse line to report what I've seen." They wouldn't let me. I said, "I need to speak to the supervisor." I talked to the supervisor, told the supervisor what happened. They told me, "Oh, well, don't worry about it. We'll handle it tomorrow." I said, "You'll handle it tomorrow?" They said, "Yes." So the next day came, which would be Friday the 13th, I think it was now. Let's see. Friday, could be the 12th. Friday the 12th came, and, is that right? Yes, it would be the, I might be wrong on my dates just a little bit.
Yeah, just go ahead. We'll work that out later.
10, 11, and 12. So it would have happened on 10. Friday would be the 12th. Thursday. Anyway, the dates. I know from Saturday was the 14th. So I guess it would have been Friday the 13th. Anyway, Friday came, and nothing happened. And this guy's still coming at me. The next thing you know, they moved the guy that's threatening me into the room right next door to me. So I kind of had a state of awe, because these guys, they all hang together, and they tend to pick on people. Matter of fact, they don't pick on people, they beat up people. They're a athletic group that gets by with everything with the staff. And so I'm just at a state of disarray. I can't believe that, I told everybody I have a problem with this gentleman, and they've already been courted it time and again, and they moved him right next door to me. So then it went on, and one of the guys that hangs with this guy all the time, on Sunday, there's a gentleman that's very retarded or mentally unstable. He's not coherent half the time. Was walking down the hall, these other guys was walking by, and one guy just hauled off and smashed him in his face. And he hit the ground. Another guy walked up, picked him up, pulled him into the room, told him to stay in there. And, I've told everybody what happened, and there's no repercussions whatsoever. And now I'm in a state where I'm under constant threat. The guy's scared to go in the bathroom. Everybody's scared to go in the bathroom because of these guys, because they catch them in the bathrooms. That's usually where they beat them up, because the bathrooms have no camera surveillance.
Well, tell me what happened with your mom. Didn't she try to contact Michael McCormick, the attorney?
Yes, she called Mike McCormick. She's tried several times, and then finally, when she did get in touch with Mike McCormick as to regards to what was going on with my habeas corpus, which I've been trying to get filed for over a month now, Mike McCormick told my mother that he was not allowed to give out any information about me or what's going on. He told her that he could not even tell her if I was in this hospital. And Mike McCormick knows good and well that my mother decided to take and represent as a legal guardian or power of attorney of me. I signed it. My mom can do anything I need to do, basically. And so he told her a bold-faced lie.
How did it go with your meetings? Weren't they trying to get you a new psychiatrist or something?
Yes, on Friday I took and met with the hospital psychiatrist. She gave me the competency test, which they've been denying me unless I was medicated. I think I did well with the competency test. I'm sure, 100% sure, that I know everything that goes on inside of a courtroom. I know what a judge does. I know what a jury does. I know what a witness does. I know my pleas. I know what I know what the state's attorney is. I know what the bailiff does. I basically know all of court education, basic court ed. And I'm sure I did well with that. The only thing that concerned me was the fact that this lady kept questioning me about what I was going to plead plea and how I was going to plea and should not take a plea and all this stuff whenever I've not done what I'm guilty of, and I've not had no legal representation whatsoever. So, but other than that, it went really well. Then on Saturday, the lawyer that they appointed for me for my court case with them trying to force medicate me, which is basically, I can't understand how they can do that because it's already been ruled in the Supreme Court that you cannot force medicate somebody to make them competent to go to court. Sal versus U.S. Made that present. And my phone time's running up right now. But anyway, I met with a psych doctor from Lake City, Florida, and then I contacted my lawyer after that. His name is Gene Stevens. He's from Quincy, Florida. I contacted him, and he said everything went well. The psych doctor from Florida, I showed him all my stuff. I showed him the patents on my energy invention. I showed him the check where Stafford and Dykes wrote me to build my oil spill inventions. I showed him the badge from where I went to the EE Global Forum on Energy. I showed him all the different cards from the different representatives from around the world that I've met with, and showed him everything. And the lawyer said it went well. I'm going to have to go right now because my phone time is up.
Okay, well, you take care of yourself, Gary. We'll be thinking about you.
All right, thank you, and you have a good day.
Bye.
Did you do it with Billy by chance?
Whoever this person is that went out of their way, there are many people that once somebody goes to the crazy hospital, they're left there to die. I don't know who this wonderful person is who went out of their way to call, and they record the conversations, and you can best bet the person that called the crazy hospital, their number is recorded too, and they could also be considered rabble rousers, troublemakers, or something like that. So the articulation of Gary Wayne Beck is so articulate. Notice he called the person gentleman. I don't use terms like that. So see, here's the thing. There's a racket that's been going on for over 100 years at the crazy hospital here. And the thing is, this is under the corrupt HIPAA laws, which is supposed to be secret medical laws. This is how this has been allowed. There are people that have tried to do investigations, and they say, oh, we're forbidden to do it. Well, gee whiz, I'd like to know how many years in prison somebody gets if they violates it. I'll bet there's not even one. So anyway, this is me, Jimbikeman, documenting corruption that has been going on in Bay County, Florida. And I sincerely believe that if there wasn't anybody that was sticking up for Gary Wayne Beck, he'd be left there to die. Glenn Canada's been there over 30 years in that place there. And if you don't know, and once you get into that place there, it's a hell of a lot harder to get back out. So anyway, this is Jimbikeman here, signing off.